In a galaxy where the starlight is eclipsed by the marvels of countless civilizations, Earth hung silently, a speck of blue against the vast cosmic canvas, unknown and unacknowledged by the sprawling galactic Union. The Union, a consortium of advanced species, prided itself on its diversity and technological prowess, a collective where decisions shaping the fabric of space were deliberated in halls of floating cities and on planets where the night never fell. At one such assembly, Earth's fate was to be discussed, not with the gravity of a new member's induction, but with the light-heartedness of an after-dinner conversation. The council chamber, a marvel of engineering that defied the natural laws, hosted representatives of the Union's most influential species. They gathered around the holographic display at the chamber's center, where Earth's dossier hovered, its details flickering in alien script. The atmosphere was one of mild curiosity mixed with a hint of condescension. A delegate from the Corvaxi, bird-like creatures known for their expansive knowledge of the cosmos, fluttered its wings in amusement. "A planet of such primitive charm," it cooed, the translation device around its neck converting its squawks into the Union's common tongue. "Its inhabitants still engage in physical combat and have barely brushed the outer layer of their atmosphere." Laughter, or its equivalent in various alien forms, filled the chamber. A representative from the Silnari, beings of pure energy, pulsated with a light that signified mirth. "Their application for Union membership must surely be a jest," it communicated, its thoughts emanating as ripples through the air. "Imagine a species that has not even unlocked the secrets of quantum entanglement seeking a seat among us." Yet, in the corner of the room, a figure remained silent. Salanth, an envoy from a species old as the galaxy itself, watched the display with unreadable eyes. Its people had learned the dangers of underestimation eons ago, a lesson paid for with the ashes of worlds. "Do not be hasty," it finally spoke, its voice a deep hum that resonated in the bones of all present. "There is a strength to them, a resilience. They survive where others would falter, thrive in adversity. This humanity, it may yet surprise us." The chamber fell into a contemplative silence, the previous mirth cooling in the shadow of Zalanth's words. The Corvaxi delegate preened its feathers, a gesture of concession. "Perhaps," it admitted, "but it remains to be seen if such resilience can hold weight in the scales of the galaxy." With a collective decision, albeit tinged with skepticism, the Council agreed to proceed with Earth's induction process, a standard protocol transformed unwittingly into the beginning of a journey that would forever alter the Galactic Union's understanding of strength, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of humanity. Earth, the overlooked and underestimated, was about to embark on a cosmic odyssey that would etch its name among the stars, not as a footnote of galactic history, but as a testament to the enduring spirit of its people. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but the cosmos was yet to witness the depth of human courage, innovation, and tenacity. The morning Laura was chosen as Earth's liaison for the Galactic Union's delegation was crisp, the kind that hinted at the change of seasons. The world's leaders had debated, argued, and finally settled on her, not for her ability to intimidate or impress with grandeur, but for her unparalleled skill in diplomacy and her deep, unwavering respect for all beings, human or otherwise. As the sun rose, casting long shadows over the United Nations headquarters, now repurposed as the Earth's Galactic Liaison Office, Laura stood at the podium addressing the world's press with a calm demeanor that belied the historic nature of her appointment. Hours later, as the alien delegation's ship, a colossal structure that seemed to warp the air around it, descended into Earth's atmosphere, Laura felt the weight of her responsibility. The delegation was composed of representatives from 3 of the Galactic Union's most influential species, each chosen for their experience with newly integrated planets and their ability to assess the potential of a civilization. Their ship landed with a grace that contrasted its massive size, and as the hatch opened, Laura stepped forward, her hand extended in a gesture of peace and welcome. The aliens that emerged were as diverse as the cosmos itself. The first to step down was a Corvaxi, its plumage a vibrant display of colors not found on Earth. eyes gleaming with an intelligence that seemed to pierce through the very fabric of understanding. Beside it floated a Silnari, its form shimmering, shifting, a being of light and energy contained within a translucent shell. The third, a Gathari, towered above the rest, its chitinous armor clicking softly with each step, mandibles moving in what Laura hoped was a smile. The Korvaxi spoke first, its voice a melodic chirp translated into perfect English by the device around its neck. "We are honored to be here on your quaint planet," it said, its eyes scanning the assembled human officials, a glint of amusement flickering in its gaze. "We look forward to understanding your species' contribution to our union." Laura caught the undercurrent of condescension, but chose to meet it with grace. "Welcome to Earth," she replied, her voice steady. "We hope to learn much from you and share our own achievements and culture in kind." The tour that followed was a showcase of Earth's technological progress and cultural richness. Yet, to the visiting delegates, accustomed to interstellar travel and technologies that could manipulate the fabric of reality, human achievements seemed modest, almost primitive. They nodded politely at displays of human art, listened with a semblance of interest to explanations of recent scientific breakthroughs, and observed demonstrations of Earth's military capabilities with barely concealed indifference. But Laura noticed something else, a curiosity, however slight, in their reactions. The Silnari paused longer than necessary at a painting depicting humanity's diverse cultures living in harmony. The Gathari's antennae twitched with what could be interpreted as intrigue at a presentation on human philosophy and ethics. And even the Korvaxi, for all its initial disdain, seemed puzzled, perhaps even impressed, by the passionate dedication of Earth's scientists and artists. As the day drew to a close, with the alien ship casting a long shadow over the headquarters, Laura stood once again at the podium. This time she addressed not only the world's press, but the galaxy at large, her words transmitted across the cosmos. "Today, we stand at the threshold of a new dawn," she said, her gaze meeting the delegates' alien eyes. "Humanity may be young in the age of the universe. We may not have the advanced technology or the wisdom of civilizations that have traversed the stars for millennia, but we have something just as valuable: the ability to dream, to strive, and to reach beyond our grasp. We welcome the chance to prove ourselves worthy of the Galactic Union, not just for what we can take, but for what we can give." The delegates left with polite, non-committal words of encouragement, but as their ship disappeared into the night sky, Laura couldn't shake the feeling that something fundamental had shifted. Earth might be a mere speck in the vastness of space, but it was a speck teeming with life, with the potential for greatness. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but Laura knew the laughter was not mockery, but the beginning of a conversation, one that humanity was more than ready to join. The challenge came at dawn, not through grand declarations or formal communiques, but as a simple, unassuming message that crossed the vast distances of space to flicker onto screens across Earth's communication networks. The Galactic Union had decided Earth's fate would hinge on a single test, a rite of passage that had been the undoing of many hopeful civilizations before. The task was to navigate the perilous Crixin Nebula, a maelstrom of cosmic energy and debris, notorious for its ship-eating vortices and unpredictable space-time anomalies. No species had ever completed the journey in a single expedition, and now humanity was to attempt what was widely considered a fool's errand. The news spread like wildfire, igniting a storm of reactions. Some decried the challenge as impossible, a setup for failure that would relegate Earth to a mere protectorate, stripped of autonomy, and placed under the stewardship of a more powerful alien species. Others, fueled by the indomitable human spirit, saw it as an opportunity, a chance to prove Earth's worth and secure its place among the stars. Amid the chaos of conflicting opinions, Laura stood as a beacon of calm determination. She knew the odds were against them, but she also knew that humanity had faced the impossible before and triumphed. Assembling the crew for the Intrepid, Earth's most advanced exploration vessel, was her next task. It required not just skill and expertise, but a willingness to face the unknown, to venture into the void with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. Her choices were unconventional, a reflection of Earth's diverse strengths. Captain James Hawthorne, a veteran of Earth's fledgling Space Force, had once been hailed as a hero, only to fall from grace in a scandal that had cost him his command. Yet, Laura saw in him not failure, but resilience, the ability to rise from the ashes of defeat. He was the first to join, eager for redemption and a chance to write history. Zara Kim, a genius engineer with theories that bordered on the heretical, had been sidelined by the scientific community for her radical ideas about space-time manipulation. Laura offered her a chance to prove her theories correct, and Zara accepted with a fire in her eyes, determined to turn her dreams into reality. The most surprising addition to the crew was Threx, an alien from a species known for their navigational skills, but not for their cooperation with other races. Threx had sought asylum on Earth, fleeing from a shadowy past, and in return for sanctuary, offered unmatched knowledge of the nebula and its dangers. Skeptical but desperate, Laura welcomed him aboard, hoping his expertise could guide them through the nebula's treacherous expanse. With the crew assembled, the Intrepid was prepared for its monumental journey. Retrofitting the vessel with Zara's experimental technology was a gamble, but it was a gamble they were willing to take. As the Intrepid lifted off, leaving Earth's atmosphere behind, a hushed silence fell over the watching world. It was a silence filled with hope, fear, and the collective breath of humanity, waiting to see if their champions would emerge victorious from the cosmic labyrinth that was the Crixin Nebula. The challenge had been set, the gauntlet thrown. Earth, with its untested ship and its crew of misfits and visionaries, was about to embark on a journey that would define its place in the universe. They were the underdogs, facing odds that seemed insurmountable, but they carried with them the hopes and dreams of their home world. The galaxy might have laughed at Earth, but the crew of the Intrepid was determined to show that underestimating humanity was their gravest mistake. With the Intrepid prepared and the crew assembled, their departure marked a pivotal moment in human history. The ship itself, a testament to Earth's technological ambition, was now outfitted with experimental tech that could, if Zara's calculations held true, redefine the principles of space travel. Yet, for all its advancements, the Intrepid was more than a vessel of exploration. It was a beacon of humanity's unyielding spirit, a tangible representation of their refusal to bow to the galaxy's daunting expanse. Captain Hawthorne, once a figure tarnished by controversy, now stood at the helm, his gaze fixed on the void ahead. The weight of redemption bore heavily on him, yet it was a burden he bore with a quiet dignity, aware that this mission could be his last chance at proving his worth not just to himself, but to the world that had once turned its back on him. Zara Kim, whose theories had been marginalized by her peers, now had the rarest of opportunities to validate her life's work in the crucible of the unknown. Her devices, capable of manipulating the very fabric of space-time, could be the key to navigating the nebula's lethal beauty. Yet, success was far from guaranteed, and the edge of discovery was also the precipice of disaster. Threx, the alien navigator, remained an enigma, his motives obscured by his mysterious past. His knowledge of the nebula was unparalleled, a beacon in the dark for the crew. But trust, especially in the void of space, was a commodity as rare as it was fragile. His allegiance to Earth and to the mission was a gamble, one that Laura hoped would pay dividends in the nebula's unforgiving embrace. As the Intrepid ventured forth, it was not just the physical distance from Earth that grew, but also the realization of the enormity of their task. The Crixin Nebula loomed ahead, a swirling maelstrom of color and chaos, beautiful and deadly in equal measure. Its reputation as a ship graveyard was well earned, and as the Intrepid approached its outer edges, the crew could not help but feel the weight of those who had attempted its crossing before, their fates a stark reminder of the challenge they faced. Within the nebula, the Intrepid was tested as never before. Spatial anomalies, gravitational whirlpools, and fields of debris threatened to tear them apart at every turn. Zara's technology, though groundbreaking, was pushed to its limits, each adjustment a desperate bid for survival. Captain Hawthorne's leadership was equally tested, his decisions a balance between daring and recklessness, his resolve forged in the crucible of command. Yet, it was in the nebula's heart that they made their most startling discovery, an ancient alien artifact, its origins lost to time, hinting at a civilization that had once mastered the nebula's secrets. The artifact, a beacon of sorts, offered not just insight into the nebula's navigational hazards, but also hinted at the existence of pathways, shortcuts through the fabric of space that could change the course of their journey. The revelation was a double-edged sword, offering hope but also attracting danger. Word of their discovery spread, whispers in the dark that reached ears both sympathetic and malevolent. The crew of the Intrepid found themselves not just explorers, but guardians of a secret that could alter the balance of power in the galaxy. Through trials that tested their resolve, their ingenuity, and their unity, the crew forged ahead, driven by the knowledge that their mission was about more than just Earth's place in the galaxy. It was about proving that humanity's greatest strength lay not in their technology, but in their heart, their capacity to face the unknown with courage and determination. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, viewing it as a curiosity, a primitive outlier in a sea of advanced civilizations. But as the Intrepid navigated the perilous beauty of the Crixin Nebula, humanity's message to the cosmos was clear: underestimate us at your peril, for within the heart of every human lies the potential to transcend the stars. The Intrepid, now deep within the heart of the Crixin Nebula, faced challenges that tested the very limits of human courage and ingenuity. Each anomaly encountered, each vortex navigated, brought them closer to their goal, yet pushed them further into the unknown. The nebula, a labyrinth of cosmic fury, seemed almost alive, its dangers a test not just of skill, but of will. Captain Hawthorne, with every command, steered them through near misses and direct threats, his decisions a testament to his experience and newfound resolve. Under his leadership, the Intrepid became more than a ship. It was a symbol of humanity's refusal to yield, a tiny spark of light in the overwhelming darkness of the nebula. Zara Kim's experimental technology proved invaluable, bending the laws of physics to their will, creating pockets of stability in the maelstrom. Her devices, once theoretical, now held the ship together, each adjustment and calculation a step further into the uncharted. Her brilliance, once doubted by her peers, was now the beacon guiding them through the storm. Threx, the alien navigator, revealed knowledge of the nebula that went beyond charts and data. His understanding of its anomalies, its rhythms and dangers was almost intuitive, a connection born of a species that had navigated the stars long before humanity had looked up from their planet. His guidance, though met with skepticism at first, became indispensable, his presence a bridge between the crew and the vast unknown. It was during one of their deepest forays into the nebula that they stumbled upon the artifact, a structure of unknown origin, its design unlike anything known to the Galactic Union. It stood silent in the chaos of the nebula, a monument to a civilization long gone, its purpose lost to time. The discovery was a shock to the crew, a moment of awe in the face of the nebula's relentless danger. The artifact, upon closer examination, was not just a relic but a repository of knowledge, a map of the nebula encoded in its walls. It revealed paths through the nebula, safe passages that wound through the chaos like threads of calm in a raging sea. But more than that, it hinted at the fate of its creators, a civilization that had once mastered the nebula, only to vanish without a trace. The implications were profound, not just for the mission, but for the understanding of the galaxy's history. The artifact spoke of a time when the nebula was not a barrier, but a crossroads, a nexus of trade and exploration for a species whose reach had spanned the stars. Its existence challenged the narratives held by the Galactic Union, hinted at secrets buried by time and the nebula's unforgiving nature. As they delved deeper, deciphering the artifact's secrets, the crew of the Intrepid found themselves not just explorers, but custodians of history, bearers of a legacy that bridged the past and the future. Their journey through the nebula, once a test of survival, became a quest for understanding, a search for the connections that bound the galaxy together, seen and unseen. Yet, with discovery came danger. The artifact, a beacon in the dark, drew attention not just from the Galactic Union, but from those who sought to control the nebula's secrets for their own ends. The crew found themselves at the heart of a mystery that spanned millennia, a puzzle whose pieces were scattered across the stars. In the depths of the Crixin Nebula, amidst the swirling maelstrom of cosmic energy, the Intrepid's crew faced their greatest challenge yet. It wasn't the physical dangers of the nebula that threatened their mission, but the revelation of a betrayal that struck at the very heart of their unity. Threx, the enigmatic alien navigator whose expertise had guided them through the nebula's deadliest passages, was revealed to have ulterior motives, ones that endangered not just the mission, but the future of Earth itself. The truth came to light through a series of encrypted messages intercepted by Zara, who had grown suspicious of Threx's insistence on a particular course through the nebula. These messages, once decrypted, painted a chilling picture. Threx was a scout for his species, the Veraxi, a civilization that saw Earth's potential membership in the Galactic Union as a threat to their own ambitions. The Intrepid's mission, if successful, would not only elevate humanity's status, but also shift the balance of power in a sector the Veraxi considered theirs. The crew's reaction to the betrayal was a mixture of anger, betrayal, and disbelief. Captain Hawthorne, who had come to trust Threx as a vital member of the crew, felt the sting of deception keenly. Yet it was Laura's response that set the course for what came next. Rather than succumb to despair or anger, she saw an opportunity to turn a moment of weakness into a display of strength. Gathering the crew, Laura addressed them not as a diplomat, but as one of their own, her voice steady and resolute. "We stand at a crossroads," she began, "faced with a betrayal that could easily break us. But we are more than the sum of our parts. We are a crew, bound not just by a mission, but by a shared destiny. The galaxy may laugh at Earth, but we will have the last laugh." Her words galvanized the crew, transforming the sense of betrayal into a unifying call to arms. Threx, confronted with the undeniable proof of his duplicity, offered a revelation of his own. His actions, though guided by his species' interests, were also a test of humanity's resolve, a test they had passed not through might, but through unity and determination. The crew's decision to continue the mission, with Threx still among them, was a testament to their resolve. They recognized that the knowledge Threx possessed was still vital to their success, and in turn, Threx, moved by their capacity for forgiveness and understanding, vowed to aid them, not as a spy, but as a true member of the crew. As they navigated deeper into the nebula, the Intrepid became more than a ship. It was a symbol of humanity's indomitable spirit. The challenges they faced, from gravitational anomalies to fields of cosmic debris, were met with a newfound determination. With Threx's guidance, and leveraging the secrets uncovered in the ancient artifact, they charted a course through the nebula that no one had thought possible. Emerging from the nebula's shadow, the crew of the Intrepid was immediately thrust into conflict, a stark reminder that the galaxy's dangers were not confined to natural phenomena alone. A Veraxi patrol, alerted to the Intrepid's unauthorized passage through the nebula, and motivated by the same expansionist policies that had initially driven Threx's betrayal, moved to intercept. Their sleek, menacing ships, designed for both speed and firepower, quickly surrounded the Intrepid, demanding its surrender. The situation seemed dire. The Veraxi, known throughout the galaxy for their militaristic prowess, were not accustomed to having their demands refused. Captain Hawthorne, facing the prospect of capture, or worse, destruction, weighed his options. Diplomacy, under these circumstances, seemed futile. Yet it was Laura who saw an opportunity amidst the peril. "Let me speak with them," she urged Hawthorne, her voice calm yet insistent. Reluctantly he agreed, aware that their options were limited and that Laura's diplomatic skills had proven invaluable time and again. Laura's communication with the Veraxi commander was broadcast throughout the Intrepid, her words a mix of defiance and diplomacy. "We've traversed the Crixin Nebula, faced its challenges, and emerged united," she declared, her image facing the impassive Veraxi on their screens. "We seek no conflict with you, but make no mistake, we will defend ourselves if necessary. Let us pass, and we can both claim victory, you for upholding your borders, and us for completing our journey." The Veraxi commander, unaccustomed to negotiation, hesitated. In that moment, Zara initiated a series of rapid, unorthodox maneuvers, leveraging the ship's experimental technology to its fullest. The Intrepid danced through space, weaving between the Veraxi ships with agility that belied its size, its movements a testament to human ingenuity and the element of surprise. The standoff, tense and precarious, reached its climax as Threx stepped forward, offering a compromise. Using his knowledge of Veraxi culture and leveraging his newfound loyalty to the Intrepid's crew, he proposed a solution that would allow the Veraxi to maintain their dignity while permitting the Intrepid to continue its journey. The details were intricate, involving a ceremonial exchange of gifts and knowledge that, in the Veraxi's eyes, would transform the encounter from a potential skirmish into a moment of cultural exchange. The Veraxi, intrigued by the proposal and swayed by the Intrepid's unexpected show of strength and diplomacy, agreed. The standoff ended not with conflict, but with a cautious respect, the Veraxi ships withdrawing, leaving the Intrepid to continue its journey. The encounter was a pivotal moment for the crew, a test of their ability to navigate not just the physical dangers of space, but the intricate dance of interstellar politics and diplomacy. It was a victory born not of firepower, but of humanity's unique strengths, creativity, diplomacy, and the capacity to forge connections even in the face of adversity. As the Intrepid resumed its course, the crew took a moment to reflect on the encounter. They had faced one of the galaxy's most formidable military powers, and emerged not just unscathed but respected. It was a testament to their growth, a sign that they were more than just explorers or diplomats. They were pioneers, charting a new path for humanity among the stars. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but as the crew of the Intrepid demonstrated time and again, there was nothing laughable about humanity's resilience, ingenuity, and spirit. They were proving, through every challenge and every encounter, that humanity had a place in the cosmos, not as subjects or spectators, but as equals and leaders. With the encounter with the Veraxi behind them, the Intrepid's crew ventured deeper into uncharted space, their journey taking them beyond the fringes of known territories into regions where the maps of the Galactic Union faded into speculation and myth. It was here, amidst the silent expanse of the unknown, that they stumbled upon a discovery that would redefine their understanding of the galaxy and their place within it. As they navigated through a particularly dense asteroid field, a series of anomalous readings led them to a hidden system, a place that seemed to defy the laws of astrophysics. At the heart of this system was a planet, lush and vibrant, radiating an energy signature unlike anything they had encountered before. It was a world that, according to all known science, should not have existed, a beacon of life in the void. The decision to investigate was unanimous, driven by a mixture of curiosity and the innate human desire to explore the unknown. What they found upon landing was beyond their wildest imaginations. The planet was home to an ancient civilization, a species thought to have vanished from the galaxy eons ago. The Ionians, as they called themselves, were beings of incredible technological and psychic prowess, their society a utopia that had achieved harmony with their environment, a stark contrast to the strife and conflict that marked much of the galaxy. The Ionians welcomed the crew of the Intrepid with open arms, intrigued by these newcomers who had braved the nebula and faced the challenges of the void. Through a series of exchanges, the crew learned that the Ionians had once been a dominant force in the galaxy, their influence spanning countless worlds. However, they had chosen isolation, retreating from the galaxy's tumult to focus on their own path of enlightenment and discovery. The revelation of the Ionians' existence and their willingness to share their knowledge was a turning point for the crew. Here was a civilization that had transcended the petty squabbles of the galaxy, offering a glimpse into what humanity could become. Their technology, capable of manipulating space-time and harnessing energies beyond the crew's comprehension, could revolutionize Earth's standing in the Galactic Union and beyond. But it was their philosophy, more than their technology, that left the deepest impact. The Ionians spoke of the interconnectedness of all life, of the importance of understanding and empathy over dominance and control. They offered not just knowledge, but wisdom, the wisdom to see beyond the immediate, to envision a future where all species could coexist in harmony. Emboldened by this encounter, the crew of the Intrepid set forth once more, carrying with them not just advanced technologies, but a new perspective on what it meant to be a part of the galactic community. They had gone in search of a way to prove Earth's worth, and had found something far more valuable, a vision of what humanity could aspire to, a beacon of hope for a galaxy riven by divisions and strife. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but as the Intrepid journeyed back towards known space, it carried with it the seeds of change. The crew had seen what was possible when civilizations embraced peace and cooperation, and they were determined to spread this message, to show that humanity was not just capable of surviving among the stars, but of enriching the galaxy itself. The encounter with the Ionians had transformed the mission from a quest for acceptance into a crusade for unity. The crew of the Intrepid, once seen as the representatives of a minor backwater planet, were now ambassadors of a new way forward, a path that could lead the galaxy out of darkness and into a future bright with possibilities. The laughter of the galaxy was fading, replaced by a growing respect for Earth and its people, who had shown that even in the vastness of space, the light of hope and the power of unity could shine through the darkness. As the Intrepid continued its journey homeward, its crew now bearers of ancient wisdom and revolutionary technologies, they approached the final challenge of their mission, the Gauntlet. This section of space, nestled on the fringes of the Crixin Nebula, was known among the few who dared to speak of it, not as a place but as a test, a series of natural and artificial hazards that had been the downfall of many explorers and conquerors alike. The Gauntlet was a legacy of a long-forgotten conflict, its origins lost to time, now serving as a proving ground for those daring enough to traverse its expanse. It was a maze of gravitational anomalies, quantum storms, and derelict war machines, each hazard a testament to the galaxy's tumultuous history. For the crew of the Intrepid, the Gauntlet represented the final barrier between them and Earth, a trial that would test not just their resolve, but the lessons they had learned in their journey. It was here, amidst the chaos of the Gauntlet, that the crew's newfound unity and the Ionian technologies would face their ultimate test. Captain Hawthorne, his faith in his crew and their mission unshakable, guided the Intrepid with a steady hand. Zara's modifications to the ship, incorporating Ionian principles of harmony and balance, allowed them to navigate the quantum storms with unprecedented grace. Their passage through space-time more dance than battle. Threx, now fully integrated into the crew, his loyalty no longer in question, offered insights that turned obstacles into opportunities, his understanding of the Gauntlet's mechanics proving invaluable. Laura, her diplomatic skills honed to a fine edge, served as the crew's moral compass, her presence a reminder of the ideals that had brought them together. As they progressed, it became clear that the Gauntlet was more than a series of hazards. It was a test of character, a crucible in which the mettle of the crew and the virtues of humanity were refined. Each challenge they faced, from navigating the wreckage of ancient battleships to outmaneuvering the automated defenses left behind by long-gone civilizations, was met with a combination of courage, ingenuity, and a refusal to yield. But it was the blockade at the heart of the Gauntlet, a fleet of derelict warships controlled by a rogue AI, that posed the greatest threat. Here, the Intrepid's passage seemed doomed to failure, the fleet's firepower overwhelming, their strategic positioning unbeatable. Yet, it was in this moment of direst need that the crew's journey, their encounters with the Varaxi, the wisdom of the Ionians, and their own growth coalesced into a singular defining action. Utilizing the Ionian technology in a way that transcended its original purpose, the crew transformed the Intrepid into a beacon of peace, its energy signature a message of unity that pierced the rogue AI's logic. Confronted with the anomaly, the AI ceased hostilities, its programming unable to reconcile the Intrepid's message with its directives. In the end, it was not force that cleared the way, but the power of understanding, the recognition of a shared essence beyond codes and commands. Emerging from the gauntlet, the Intrepid and its crew were changed. They had faced the galaxy's laughter, its challenges and its dangers, not with arrogance or firepower, but with a profound belief in the potential for unity and understanding. They had proven that humanity was not a species to be underestimated or mocked, but one capable of changing the very fabric of the galaxy. The Intrepid's return to Earth's orbit was heralded not just as a successful conclusion to an audacious mission, but as a turning point in humanity's place in the cosmic hierarchy. News of their achievements, from surviving the Crixin Nebula to forming an alliance with the ancient Ionians, spread like wildfire, igniting a beacon of hope and pride across the globe. As they descended from the stars, Laura, Captain Hawthorne, Zara, and Threx were met not with skepticism or disbelief, but with celebration and awe. Their journey, once deemed a fool's errand by both human and alien detractors alike, had become a testament to human potential and perseverance. Yet their return was more than a mere triumphal entry. It was the dawn of a new era. Laura, taking the lead, presented the Galactic Union's council with the evidence of their journey. The ancient Ionian technologies, the details of their encounters with the Veraxi and the rogue AI, and most importantly, the proof of a civilization thought lost to the galaxy. The revelation of the Ionians and their willingness to share their knowledge and wisdom with humanity challenged the existing paradigms of the Galactic Union. Here was a civilization that had transcended the petty conflicts that often marred the Union's proceedings, offering a new way forward, one based on mutual respect and cooperation. The Council, once skeptical of Earth's potential contribution, found themselves confronted with undeniable proof of humanity's capacity for unity and innovation. The evidence presented by the crew of the Intrepid forced a re-evaluation of Earth's role within the Galactic Union, elevating their status from a mere curiosity to a key player in the cosmic dance. But more than just altering Earth's standing, the crew's journey served as a catalyst for change within the Galactic Union itself. The secrets uncovered in the Crixin Nebula, the wisdom of the Ionians, and the Intrepid's encounters with the various challenges of the cosmos became a mirror, reflecting the Union's own shortcomings and potential. The crew's experiences, particularly their peaceful resolution with the rogue AI and the Veraxi, illustrated the power of diplomacy and understanding over conflict and coercion. Their message, one of hope and unity, resonated across species and worlds, igniting discussions and debates about the direction of the Galactic Union and its role in the galaxy. In the wake of the Intrepid's mission, Earth found itself at the heart of a galactic renaissance, a bridge between the old ways of the Galactic Union and the new path charted by the crew's journey. The technologies and philosophies brought back from the edge of the known galaxy promised not just advancements for Earth, but for all civilizations willing to embrace this new vision. The galaxy had indeed laughed at Earth, but as the crew of the Intrepid stood before the Council, their achievements undeniable, it was clear that the laughter had transformed into respect and admiration. Humanity had not only proven its worth, but had become a beacon of hope for the galaxy, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, unity and understanding could prevail over division and strife. In the aftermath of the Intrepid's groundbreaking mission, Earth stood on the precipice of a new dawn. The revelations brought back by Laura and her crew had not only elevated humanity's standing within the Galactic Union, but had also sown the seeds of change across the galaxy. However, with new status came new challenges. The Veraxi, feeling threatened by the shifting power dynamics and the potential of Ionian technology in human hands, launched a surprise attack on Earth, aiming to preemptively quash humanity's ascent to galactic prominence. The attack was swift and merciless, Veraxi warships descending from the sky with devastating firepower. Earth's defenses, though significantly advanced from the knowledge gained through the mission, were initially overwhelmed by the sheer might of the Veraxi. It was a dark hour, one that tested the resolve of humanity and its newfound place among the stars. But the spirit of the Intrepid's crew was indomitable. Captain Hawthorne, leveraging his experience and the advanced Ionian-enhanced technologies of Earth's fleet, coordinated a global defense strategy. Zara's innovations, once theoretical concepts, became key assets on the battlefield, turning the tide with shields that could dissipate energy blasts and weapons that could tear through the Veraxi's advanced armor. Laura, whose diplomatic efforts had fostered tentative alliances with several galactic Union species, called upon these new allies for aid. The response was immediate and decisive. Ships from civilizations that had once viewed Earth with skepticism now stood shoulder to shoulder with humanity against the Veraxi threat. It was a unity forged not from convenience, but from a shared recognition of Earth's contribution to a more hopeful galaxy. Threx, torn between his loyalty to his new home and the actions of his own species, played a crucial role in the defense. Providing crucial intelligence on Veraxi tactics and weaknesses, he exemplified the potential for individual change and the impact of cross-species alliances. The battle for Earth was not just a conflict of military might. It was a crucible for the ideals that the Intrepid's mission had championed. Across the globe, humans and aliens fought side by side, defending a planet that had become a symbol of hope and unity in a divided galaxy. As the last of the Veraxi ships retreated, beaten back by the combined forces of Earth and its allies, the victory was palpable. Earth had not only survived the attack, but had emerged stronger, its place in the Galactic Union solidified, its future as a beacon of unity and progress assured. The aftermath of the battle saw celebrations across the world, not just for the victory, but for what it represented. Humanity had faced one of the galaxy's most formidable military powers, and had prevailed not through conquest, but through unity and the strength of its convictions. The battle for Earth was a turning point, a moment in history where the galaxy looked upon humanity not with laughter or disdain, but with respect and admiration. Earth had proven itself as a force for positive change, a civilization capable of uniting diverse species towards a common goal. In the wake of their victory, humanity and its allies did not rest on their laurels. The battle for Earth had been won, but the war for a unified galaxy was just beginning. The defeat of the Veraxi attack had sent ripples throughout the Galactic Union, challenging long-held beliefs about power, sovereignty, and the potential for interspecies cooperation. The unity displayed during the battle, with species from across the galaxy coming together in defense of Earth, became a beacon of hope for many. It was a tangible demonstration of what could be achieved when diverse civilizations united behind a common cause. This newfound alliance, born out of necessity and solidified through battle, laid the groundwork for what many hoped would be a lasting peace. Recognizing the moment's significance, Laura and her crew, now celebrated as heroes not only on Earth but across the galaxy, took on new roles as ambassadors of this emerging coalition. Their mission was clear: to transform the unity forged in the heat of battle into a lasting framework for galactic cooperation. Captain Hawthorne, once a disgraced officer, now stood as a symbol of redemption and leadership, working to integrate Earth's forces with those of their allies, ensuring that such an attack would never catch them unprepared again. Zara, whose technology had played a crucial role in the defense, became a leading figure in a new scientific exchange, sharing knowledge and innovations that could benefit all civilizations within the alliance. Threx, bridging the gap between humanity and the Veraxi, worked tirelessly to broker peace with his own kind, proving that even the deepest divides could be crossed with understanding and empathy. His efforts, once met with skepticism, gradually began to bear fruit, opening dialogues that had long been considered impossible. The work was not easy. Prejudices and old grievances threatened to unravel the fragile peace at every turn. Yet, the vision of a united galaxy, one where conflict was replaced by cooperation and fear by understanding, proved to be a powerful motivator. Across worlds and cultures, voices rose in support of the alliance, championing the ideals of peace and mutual respect that the Intrepid's crew had embodied. The turning of the tide came not with a declaration of victory, but with the slow, steady work of building bridges. Diplomatic envoys, cultural exchanges, and joint scientific ventures became the norm, weaving a tapestry of cooperation that spanned the galaxy. In time, the alliance grew beyond a mere coalition of forces against a common enemy. It became a symbol of the galaxy's potential for unity, a forum for addressing the challenges that faced all civilizations, from resource scarcity to the threat of rogue AI. The Galactic Union, once a loose confederation of interests often at odds with one another, began to evolve into something greater, something more akin to a true union of its member species. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but it was Earth's laughter, joyful, inclusive, and full of hope, that echoed through the cosmos, a reminder of the power of unity in the face of adversity. The crew of the Intrepid, once seen as underdogs on a foolhardy mission, had become the architects of a new era, one where the stars were not battlegrounds but meeting places, bridges between worlds and cultures. As the first anniversary of the battle approached, a sense of anticipation filled the air. It was not just a celebration of survival, but of transformation. Humanity, once on the fringes of galactic affairs, now stood at the heart of a growing alliance, leading the way towards a future where the galaxy was not a place of division and conflict, but of shared destiny and collective endeavor. The laughter of the galaxy had turned into a chorus of voices, united in their diversity, singing a new song of hope, resilience, and unbreakable unity. The galaxy, once a tapestry of isolated stars and divided civilizations, was witnessing the dawn of a new era. Earth, the once underestimated planet, had become the fulcrum around which the Galactic Union began to pivot, transforming from a loose coalition of interests into a united front striving for peace and mutual prosperity. The crew of the Intrepid, those heralds of change, found themselves at the heart of this transformation, their journey from the edges of known space to the forefront of galactic diplomacy, a testament to humanity's unyielding spirit and capacity for unity. Captain Hawthorne, now regarded as one of the finest strategists in the galaxy, led the formation of a combined galactic fleet, a tangible symbol of the newfound alliance among the stars. His leadership, once questioned, was now celebrated, his vision of a united defense against threats to peace becoming a cornerstone of the new galactic order. Zara, whose brilliance had been pivotal in Earth's defense, spearheaded a cross-species technological exchange program. Her work, once confined to the theoretical, was now at the forefront of a scientific renaissance, driving innovations that spanned from energy conservation to space-time navigation. Her laboratories became meeting grounds for the galaxy's brightest minds, human and alien alike, all working towards a future where technology was shared freely for the benefit of all. Laura, whose diplomatic acumen had navigated the Intrepid through countless challenges, was appointed as Earth's first ambassador to the Galactic Union. From her office on Earth, now a hub of interstellar diplomacy, she worked tirelessly to solidify the bonds formed in the crucible of conflict. Her efforts ensured that the ideals of cooperation, respect, and mutual understanding were not just lofty goals, but the foundation upon which the new galactic community was built. Threx, the Varaxi who had chosen humanity's cause over his own species' aggression, became a symbol of the potential for change. His role in mediating peace talks between the Varaxi and the Galactic Union paved the way for a reconciliation that many had thought impossible, proving that even the deepest divides could be bridged with empathy and a willingness to understand one another. The galaxy had indeed laughed at Earth, but as the first light of the new dawn broke over the horizon, it was clear that humanity's laughter was now a shared joy, echoing across star systems and nebulae. The Intrepid's crew, once voyagers on a desperate mission, had become beacons of hope, their legacy not just the technologies or alliances they had helped forge, but the proof that unity in diversity was not just an ideal, but a reality. As the Galactic Union convened for its annual assembly, the atmosphere was not one of competition or discord, but of celebration and anticipation. The Union's charter, once a document of mere political convenience, was being rewritten to reflect the new principles of cooperation and mutual aid. Earth and the crew of the Intrepid at its heart were at the center of this historic moment, their journey a reminder that the greatest distances between stars or hearts could be bridged by the simple acts of understanding and reaching out. The laughter of the galaxy, once a sound of derision, had become a chorus of unity, a symphony of civilizations, each unique in their customs and cultures, but united in their dream of a peaceful and prosperous galaxy. The story of the Intrepid and its crew had become a legend, not just on Earth but across the cosmos, a legend of how the underestimated and overlooked rose to meet the galaxy's challenges, transforming not just their own destiny, but the destiny of all civilizations in the cosmic tapestry. As the assembly concluded, the delegates stood, their applause not just for the crew or Earth, but for the future they had all chosen to build together. The dawn of the new era was not just a new chapter in the galaxy's history, but a promise that together they could face the unknown, turning the laughter of doubt into the laughter of joy and the darkness of space into a canvas of light, painted with the colors of unity and hope.